I guess one of the last things I definitely want to show is Capsense, because that's just a lot of fun. Really all you need is anything conductive. So I'm going to bring into the mix this banana, and really all you need to do is take a wire, connect it to one of the Capsense pins, and just kind of stick it in there. That should be good enough. Let's get this guy out of the way. Hopefully this can be seen. I'm using a banana. You could use pretty much anything conductive. If you have graphite pencil, if you have conductive ink, whatever, that all works. And then the way that you use it is you just say, I'll call it a banana. It's hard to spell, I should use different. Banana equals Capsense 0, that's the pin number. And then you give it a threshold. And I'll explain more what that threshold does in a second. But basically you give it a bigger one depending on how close to, depending on how noisy the thing that you're using is. A banana might be kind of noisy, it's kind of big. So we'll give it a decent sized threshold, we'll give it a 10. And then that'll basically decide only to definitely register touches, not like what it thinks might be touches. So we'll do that, and then we'll start the banana. Cool. So now you could do maybe something like this. If banana is touched, so if the banana is touched, let's bring back that GPIO from earlier, the first one. Let's turn it on if the banana is touched. Else, if it's not touched, let's turn it off. Right, easy enough. So, looks like it's doing nothing. Come over and touch it though. Pretty responsive too, you can see. I don't know how well the camera is picking up the blinking, but if I do it slow, it's probably doing it a little bit better. But pretty responsive, as you can see. Pretty much no recognizable delay there. So it's pretty fun. It perfectly was checking touches, doesn't get it up close, you gotta actually touch it. So, pretty cool. And now we can play with the threshold a little bit, because this gets fun too. So let's remake this banana. First let's clear those neopixels, because it's annoying me. Okay, so now let's remake this banana with a lower threshold and see what happens. Let's make a threshold of 2. So basically what this means is, you see that it got some calibrated value, which I think was 28 before. Basically that means if you give it a threshold of 2, if it's seeing a value of 30, then it's going to register as a touch. Before, it needed to see a value of 38. So you're basically giving it a lot less, you're allowing it to be a lot more sensitive. And so what happens when you do that with certain things, it kind of turns it into a bit of more of a proximity type sensor than a touch, which sometimes is pretty cool. So let's do that. Start it up again. Now let's do 24 is what it's using. Cool. So now we'll do note.set frequency. Set the frequency on that note to like 200. We're basically going to do a stay away from the banana type of thing. So while true, hopefully that's the right, that's a good proximity value. I might have to change it, we'll see how it goes. If banana dot is touched, and if not, note dot get volume. So if the banana is touched and the note is off, then turn the note on. And also let's draw the neopixels red, so to give a give it a big stop sign. Stay away from the banana. So, and then we'll say elif note dot get volume greater than 0. Oops. Then note dot set volume 0 and pixels dot clear. So now I want to happen is to make kind of a stay away from the banana type of program here. So if the banana's touched, turn a buzzer on, and if it's not being touched, then don't do anything. See what happens. You can see when I get close to it, it says, hey, get away from the buzzer. Get away from the banana. Doesn't let you touch it. So that's all a bunch of fun stuff that you can do through the Python API. There's a number you can do. There's ultrasonic range support too. I'm not going to get into that. It's pretty straightforward. But there's a bunch of documentation on that. We've got function generators using wave DAC, number of things. We're building more stuff by the day. So keep an eye out. Check the documentation to see exactly what you can do. All the different functions that I wasn't able to show here. But this should be a pretty good starter point at least, and it's pretty current with where the documentation's at. So I think that's it. Have fun.